First and foremost, thank you for your patience. We apologize for the delay. Now, I know that some of you have been here with us for a while. So, here's what we're going to do. Before we start off, may I request you all to please stand up? Please stand up. We just want to make sure we bring you back into the present moment and get ready for the exciting evening that awaits us all. To start off with, can I see your left hands in the air, please? Can I see everyone's left hands in the air? Perfect. Can I see the right hands in the air as well? Can I see both the hands in the air? Can I see you shake the hands like these? Now, these are called silent claps. This is the one thing we don't want you to be today, which is silent. So make sure that you clap your hands whenever we do ask you to. But before that, to make sure that you're with us here, not just physically, but also mentally, emotionally, in every possible way that you can possibly be, here's what we are going to do. Can I ask you all to take your left hands forward and draw a circle in the air, please? Left hand forward, draw a circle in the air. Everyone present here. Left hand forward, draw a circle in the air. Simple? Yes? No? Maybe? Yes? Simple? Okay. Take the other hand out and draw a triangle in the air. Draw a triangle in the air. Simple again? Yes? Okay. Now draw a circle from one hand, triangle from another, simultaneously at the same time. Because the circles and the triangles were too easy. Everybody, let's do this. Circle from one hand, triangle from another. Anybody who does it right, I have something special for you. Anybody who can get it right. Circle from one hand, triangle from another. I love how one person's just going like this from both hands. But circle from one hand, triangle from another. Now this was difficult? Yes? Okay, let's do something easy. Left hand up again. Right hand up again. Make them face each other. Join them together with a loud sound, welcoming in each and every single one of you. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome. Please take your seats. Before we start off, we'd like to thank each and every single one of you who took the time out to join us here today. Tonight is very special. It's going to be history in the making. And thank you for being a part of this. Before we start off, I have one simple question for you. What, according to you, is the meaning of Brinco? I'm going to start off with you. What, according to you, is Brinco?
No, it's okay. No idea.
All right, we are going to educate you tonight. Anybody else who, according to you, what do you think Brinco stands for? No, the PR is not allowed to answer this question. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Firstly, what's your name?
My name is Guruvansh.
Okay, Guruvansh, what, according to you, is the meaning of Brinco?
I feel like bringing communities together, it's like a short form.
Okay, almost there. It is short for something, like BR stands for something, IN stands for something, and CO stands for something. Anybody else who thinks can give us a, well, yeah, so right there, should I come to you? Should I come to you? Yes? Okay, let's do it. Go for it. Pass on the mic, please, to the gentleman right there. Tell me, what, according to you, is Brinco?
Brinco is nothing but it's our future.
Oh, yes, that's the right answer. Give it up for that. Brinco is our future, which we are living in the present right now. But I'm looking for another answer. I want to see if anybody here can answer. I have a gentleman back there who is willing to answer. Let's go to the gentleman right there, please. Yes. As I get on stage, the mic goes on to the person. The question is, what according to you is Brinco? And a quick hint for you, BR stands for something, IN stands for something, and CO stands for something. Let's see if any of you can get it right. What do you think is Brinco? So firstly, your name, please.
My name is Solik.
Okay, and what according to you is Brinco?
I think it stands for bringing investors and companies together.
Beautiful. Almost there. Almost there. But I'm looking for another answer. There's a lady right here who wants to answer. Let's pass on the mic to her, please. Right here in the front. Let's pass on the mic to her. What do you think is Brinco?
I feel it's brands, investors, and companies.
Brands and investors, well, is exactly what BR and IN stands for. But CEO stands for something else. What could that possibly be? I have somebody at the back who wants to answer. Go for it.
Collab.
Collab? Not really. Not really. But brands, investors, what could the CEO stand for? It's not company, it's not collaboration, but it's something that brings us all together. What would it be? Yes, sir. Right here, the gentleman in the front.
Yeah, I got a mic here,
Yes, please.
the back side.
Yes, yes, I see you.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
It's a brand, investor, and the consultants, all three under one platform.
Almost there, yes. But the CEO does not stand for only consultants. There's one more thing. There's brands and there's investors. There's one thing that's sort of missing.
Yeah.
What is that?
It is brands, investors connecting.
There you go. That's the answer that I'm looking for. It's brands, investors, and connect. So your name, please. Your name, please.
Yeah, Venkatesh.
Can we have a big round of applause for Mr. Venkatesh, because that's what Brinco stands for. It is brands, investors, connect. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us tonight for the launch of Brinco, a platform designed to bring clarity, structure, and confidence to the way franchising decisions are made in India. Tonight is not only about a new platform, it is about rethinking how franchising growth and investment decisions are approached. It's a celebration tonight, a celebration of ideas, entrepreneurship, and informed decision making. You know, we see franchises everywhere today, right from cafes, retail stores, food brands. But owning the right franchise with the right information has always been a challenge. Brinco was created to bridge that gap by bringing brands, investors, and consultants together on one structured ecosystem. So decisions are made with clarity and not confusion. Ladies and gentlemen, every industry evolves when someone chooses to challenge the way things have always been done. Our founder is not just an entrepreneur, but a visionary who recognized that franchising in India was ready for a stronger structure, deeper transparency, and a more aligned ecosystem. With over a decade of experience working closely with franchise brands, investors, and consultants across the country, he gained the first-hand insight into the complexities of franchise growth and investment. What he recognized was the opportunity to build a more structured and transparent platform, one that enables informed decisions and meaningful collaboration among all stakeholders. That vision, that very vision, led to the creation of Brinco, a platform designed to redefine how franchising ecosystems connect, collaborate, and grow. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for me to invite on stage the very founder of Brinco. So please put your hands together, clap it up, and let's welcome with a big round of applause the founder of Brinco, Mr. Sharif N.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm sorry, this is usually, I see everybody who knows me over here. This is like the first time that I'm doing here. Usually, you might have seen me mostly talking to investors on behalf of, your particular brand. So please bear with me. I am not a professional, but I'll try to, keep it interesting for everybody. Yeah. So, Brinco, right? So how did we exactly come up with this? So it's been a very long time that I've been in the franchising industry, right? So a lot of people like Vijit is there. Then, I have Mr. Nishant over here. Mantesh sir is here. So, a lot of familiar faces that I see over here and who has known me for a very long time. So, everybody has seen that, in franchising, we have been there long time. We have seen, there have been a lot of challenges that we have faced, right? Birat sir from Beamer Brands, so he's here. We have seen that there are a lot of challenges. We have seen that there are a lot of loopholes. There's a lot of struggle. Getting connected to one particular investor is not that easy, right? So we make sure that somehow we present our brand in such a manner that every investor gets connected easily with us, right? So I saw this, and that is where, I figured there is something that has to be there, like a platform which can actually get everybody onto one particular platform together, and it should be very seamlessly and very easy. So it shouldn't be very difficult. It should be as easy as maybe, just ordering food, or maybe, looking at the stock market. So it should be that easy. So that is where the idea of Brinco came in. So there were a lot of names that we had initially decided, but why Brinco came in, it's very interesting. So BR comes from the brands, IN comes from the investors, and CO comes from the consultants. So that's how Brinco came up. Right, so let us start with the presentation so that I can actually show you what exactly Brinco is and what is it that we have done completely different. Right. So starting what exactly we have done and a little about us. So yes, Brinco was founded with a single vision, right, to digitize and democratize the way businesses expand. So the biggest struggle that every brand goes through, right, is expansion. Expansion is not easy, right? Every brand over here would agree with me. What do you say, Birat sir? Agreed, right? Nishant sir, right? So yes, in India, there are a lot of thousands of brands, ready to explode on another 10,000 investors. But we face a lot of challenges. There is no proper visibility. There is no proper trust. Somebody says something and then somebody else comes up and says something else. So all these kind of challenges is something that we have seen a lot. So that is where Brinco was built, so that, we can bridge this particular gap. So this is a technology-driven platform that we have built so that, we can get connected. The brands can get connected very easily with investors. It shouldn't be a struggle. I mean, you're a brand. You have built something great, right? So it shouldn't be a struggle for you to find an investor who takes your franchisee, right? Or if you are an investor, it shouldn't be very difficult for you to choose the right brand. So this is where we have built Brinco, so that everybody, be it a brand or an investor, can easily get connected with the proper visibility, with proper transparency. Just get connected and make sure that, you're on the right platform. So, yeah. So what is our vision, right? So we envision becoming India's most trusted, intelligent, and inclusive digital ecosystem for franchises and businesses growth. So again, it revolves around the same thing. So making sure that whatever brands that we have, whatever investors that we have, right, we connect them very intelligently onto one particular platform. So that is what, we are trying down over here. And what is our mission? To make sure that, every person, be it in a tier 1 city, tier 2 city, tier 3 city, whoever feels that there is some kind of a hiccup, or maybe feels that, how do I get connected to this brand? How do I speak to the person? What do I say? What do I ask? There are a lot of challenges. There are a lot of questions that an investor faces through. From a tier 3 city especially, we have majorly seen that people who are there in small towns have big money, but still they're not able to connect with the right brand, or they're not able to explain it correctly to the right brand what exactly their need is, right? So that is where what we are, our mission is to make sure that, every entrepreneur, be it in any kind of a city, be it anywhere, it is very easy for an entrepreneur to get connected to a brand very easily. That is what we are trying, and that is our mission over here, to make sure that everybody uses this platform, gets connected to brands easily with the transparency that we are providing. So that's the mission of Brinco. So, what is Brinco? Everybody, I've been using the word platform to everybody that I've been speaking. So, I've been going to a lot of brand owners, I've been talking to a lot of investors. Everybody thought that it's a website, right? Yes, Brinco is not a website. Brinco is an app. Yes, that is what we would like to say today. So, Brinco is an app that we have designed in an easy manner. Like I said, how easy it is for you to order food, getting onto maybe Swiggy or Zomato. Identifying a right business should be that easy. So, right, that is what Brinco is. So, this is just a small layout of app that you see over here. So, when you log into the Brinco app, you can choose from your categories that you have. There are top brands which are listed over there that you can choose, right? So it's a next generation mobile platform designed to connect franchisors, franchisees, investors, and consultants as well. So this is all happening in one place. Now this is, something, a digital bridge, so which is actually what brands seek today. And we are offering a verified marketplace. And so there is no AI in our particular app. So it is all analytics. So what we exactly go ahead and do is we understand what exactly an investor is looking for and what kind of a brand he's looking for, right? So we understand how good a brand is performing. So we take the analytics from all the stores which are there, operational of a brand, how is the business model designed. So based on to all these analytics is how a search is shown up to a particular investor when he's coming in searching. So this enables a direct communication. So over here, there is no middle person. So when a brand wants to get connected with a particular investor, so a brand is coming in, showing themselves, this is my investment, this is my returns, and these are my stores. So showing your videos, how your store looks, and there would be founders who would be talking about their brand. So when an investor comes in, the information is directly provided on the app itself. So the investor will look at it, he will look at the videos, he will look at the ROI, he'll look at the complete financials. So everything is seen over there, and the 70 to 80% of the work of an investor is done. That exploring doesn't happen for a very long time. So that time is cut down over here. So the investor directly just goes ahead and sees all this information and connects directly with you. So there is nobody who's taking a call on behalf of a particular brand. It is the investor is coming and directly getting connected with you. So that's how we have designed Brinco to be one particular platform where everybody is connected very easily. So I have been telling, right? So there are a lot of problems that are there in the market. A lot of people would agree with me over here. So it's very difficult to expand in a tier 2 and a tier 3 city. So reaching to potential investors is not very easy for everybody, right? So the remote access. So the most important thing is a tier 3 city person, as I remember. The very first thing or the very first problem that a tier 2, tier 3 city person feels is getting connected in terms of the language, right? So that language gap is something which will not be there over here. So a person sitting in even a tier 3 city can just get onto the app, go over there, read all the information, directly get connected. So you can also get people from different cities get connected directly to you. So there is no misleading information or any kind of a data that, it is manipulated. So a person, when he's seeing your information on Brinco app, knows that this particular information is not only visible to me, it is visible to everybody across India. So that transparency is something that we provide over here. And huge, travels. So again, why I keep saying tier 2, tier 3 cities is we see most potential over there, but that is the one place that we are not able to connect easily, right? So the travels, so any brand who wants to get connected to particular investors in a city finds it very difficult to go to a tier 2, tier 3 city. So that kind of a problem is something which is not there over here. And very slow expansion of brands and a weak presence in smaller cities. A lot of investors don't trust easily. So they feel that if this brand is present in a metro city, then it would not be feasible for me to invest into it in a tier 2, tier 3 city. So that particular thing is something, a huge problem that we see today in the market. And the most important thing, due to the limited information or the restricted reach or the frequent travels, so all these particular things are problems that today I feel, that the brands are facing. So these problems are something that, Brinco has overtaken and come over and making sure that the reach becomes very easy. Yeah. So what is the Brinco solution that we have? So there is a smart matchmaking that happens over here. So there is AI-driven connections. So again, it's not AI-driven connections, but it's analytic-driven connections that happens between brands, investors, and locations based on to profiles and goals. So when an investor comes in, right, so he puts in his details. He mentions what his investment is. He mentions which location he's looking for an expansion in, and basic all the information that is something which is filled by an investor. And based on to that is what a proper smart matchmaking happens, and your brand shows up over there. And verified and transparent network. So in Brinco, what we are ensuring is 100% verified brands and investors, eliminating misinformation and building trust. So through Brinco, we are making sure that every brand who's getting on board with us, there is a proper verification process that every brand goes through. And when there are investors also who are coming on our platform. So usually a lot of brands face a lot of issues. Like, there are few brand owners that while I was inviting them to this launch party, a lot of brands told me that, I signed up with this particular investor and there are huge problems that I'm facing. He's not understanding what exactly my vision is. He just gave me money and today he's demanding me things. So we face a lot of these kind of issues. So, when an investor is coming and, through Brinco, he's getting connected with you. So he's seeing your information, he's understanding your business, and only post to that, he's getting connected with you. So through Brinco, any investor that comes to you is again a verified investor. So that is what the Brinco solution again is. Yep. And digital onboarding in operations. So there are a lot of investors, the very first question that they ask as soon as they look at the presentations or the financials is, they ask us, can you share me the agreement, the LOIs? But there are, I wouldn't say any middle person, but sometimes there are people who feel a little hesitant to go ahead and share this information. But with Brinco, that is not the case. An investor can blindly come, trust, and make sure that all the information which is there about a brand on the platform is something which is provided by the brand itself. So there is no misinformation or misleading which is happening over there. They see all the agreements, all the LOIs, everything on the app itself. So this is what I mean when I say 80% of your work to get connected with an investor is already done over here. Pan-India reach, right? So you can expand easily to tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities. The biggest challenge that lot of brands feel, I'm there in metro city, I'm there in a tier 1 city. How do I reach out to the tier 2 and the tier 3 city? So that particular challenge is something that we have overtaken, and we have made sure that through Brinco, this happens very easily. So your brand can easily reach out to the tier 2, tier 3 cities. It can reach out to every investor sitting in a village who aspires and who thinks that, I want to start a brand. Like, I want to start a factory like Goli Blast. I want to go ahead and start a Beamer brand. I want to be a part of something in restaurant. I want to be a part of some retail, right? So that becomes very easy. So any person who's looking in a tier 2, tier 3 city, be it a brand or an investor, through Brinco platform, it becomes very easy for everybody. And last but not the least, the end-to-end franchise support. Right? So from discovery to setup, marketing and growth, we simplify the entire journey at fingertips. So what exactly does this mean? So any investor, any brand that is coming and that is getting connected via Brinco platform, so it doesn't end over there. So we make sure that, the brand is happy with the investor is happy with the brand. So there is a lot of, background calls that we make. So I personally sit and I make calls to brands asking, are you happy with this particular investor that you received through Brinco? Or I will go to the investor and ask, are you happy with this brand that you went through Brinco? Right? So all these things is something that we are making sure that the end-to-end franchise support is provided, be it from your end, be it from our end. We make sure that it becomes easy and simply, it's very making sure that it's not difficult for anybody, and nobody should regret tomorrow that, why did I choose this brand? Or no investor should, no brand should think that, why did I choose this investor? So this is something that we are making sure that it becomes very easy, very transparent for everybody. Yeah. So these are few app features that we have over here. So 1,000+ brands, all top franchise industries. So pan-India reach, the smart matchmaking, the digital onboarding, customized profiles, interactive dashboard. So it's a verified network. It's a subscription and a premium. So this unlocks exclusivity. So yes, we also make sure that, we make a little money out of somewhere. But again, we are making sure that, end of the day, the brand and the investor is happy, and only after that is when we make our money, right? So there is no huge, what do you say? The word is commission or success fees. Yeah, so that is something which is not there over here. It's a very nominal subscription fee that we have kept, which is very, very comfortable and easy for a brand as well as an investor. So there is in-app communication as well. So you can chat and you can get connected easily. So a tier 3 person doesn't want to speak, he can just message and he can ask you, I have seen this information, this details are over here. Please tell me how, how do I get connected with you? Or what is the easier way for me to open this particular outlet in my city? So that in-app communication is there. And 24/7 access. So there is one story that I keep telling everybody. How Brinco came up to me and Marshon is, we had gone for a brand meeting, right? So we stood over there and we were just having, I would not name the brand, but there were 4 friends who were standing over there and they were just looking at this particular outlet, and there was a lot of crowd in that particular outlet. So the people, I see these 4 friends, out of which one gets up and says, what do you think would be the investment for this? How much money is he making? Right? So there is another friend who says, maybe it's somewhere around 40-50 lakhs. Then there's one more friend who says, no, it's somewhere around 15 or 20 lakh rupees. Then there is a 4th friend who says that, we can ourselves start this. So all these 4 get to an argument saying that we should start something like this together. So this is where the idea of Brinco came in, right? So any of these 4 friends had the Brinco app. He could just open the Brinco app, see the particular brand, see the entire financials, and answer to the other 3 friends that, this is how much this brand makes, this is how much the investment is, and this is how much exactly it would cost for us to get started with this, right? So Brinco app is built to make this information very easy for everybody. Am I boring everybody with this? I'm not sure. So there's a very silence in the entire crowd. I don't know. If it is boring, please tell me. I can bring back a good-looking MC to entertain you guys. Yeah. So for whom is Brinco actually built? So it's for franchisers, like every brand, sitting over here. So you can grow your brand across regions with trusted franchisees or investors. And this is again for franchisees and investors. So you can find profitable, verified franchise opportunities which are suited to your goals. And then it's for entrepreneurs who want to discover partnerships, suppliers, and mentors through the network. So franchising is just not about starting one business. There is a lot of network, a bigger network which is built. You become a part of that network when you come into, when you buy a franchisee. Yeah, so this is something which is there. So growth and expansion. So what are we targeting? How are we looking to grow Brinco in the market? So we are targeting 10 lakh verified users by the end or within 2026. Then we are looking for onboarding 5,000 plus brands across multiple categories. We will have a national rollout across 50 plus key cities. We are scaling, like, as in now that we are speaking, there is a team in the back end who's already working on making the Brinco app better and better each and every day. And then we would also roll out the advanced AI lead scoring and qualification engine, which makes it very easier, much more easier for brands and investors to use the Brinco app. And then there is an advanced CRM, which is suited for brands as well as consultants. Now this becomes, using Brinco, it becomes easier for you to expand to 100 plus tier 2 and tier 3 growth clusters. You can meet HNI investors and brands at Platinum Summit. There are loyalty and rewards ecosystem for users. So every investor shouldn't feel that, okay, let me just get the information. No, if he buys a franchisee using our platform, even though there is not a huge benefit that we get, but we make sure that our investors or the brands who are using our platform are benefited. And last but not the least, we would be enhancing multi-language platform accessibility. So anywhere across India, be it any language, it would be easy for everybody to use their language on the app, and it would be that easy for them to just browse through Brinco and browse or see your brand. So this is the ecosystem that we have built. So we have not only brought brands and investors together, but we never forget, I wouldn't forget my own kind, right? The consultants. So we also have the consultants who can help, the consultants. Without the consultants, this particular ecosystem is not complete, right? So Brinco connects the entire business ecosystem. So we are bringing in not just the brands, not just the investors, but there are consultants as well. So now for the next, I am done explaining. This is the max that I could do. So I'll hand it over to Marshan, who will take you through what exactly the Brinco app does for consultants. Thank you so much, guys.
Before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to really applaud for him, because we didn't just see what the platform is like, but he opened up his heart and gave us the origin story. He saw a problem. He found the solution. Give it up one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for our founder, Mr. Sharif. And over to you now.
So good evening, everyone. I can't hear. Okay, good evening. So Sharif was saying that the brands can connect the investors directly. So I think some of the consultants are insecure. So how do we come in to this kind of platform? So I will just tell you regarding the consultant application, the walkthrough and everything. So just before that, see, today we are not just launching a ecosystem. We are not just launching a platform, but we are launching a structured ecosystem for franchising in India. So now when it comes to consultant, as a consultant, they are always the bridge between the brands and the investors. So as a brand, if you want to expand in different state, you need a local partner. So consultant always comes in the picture. So these three ecosystems, the brands, investor, and the consultant, can never be apart. Yes. See, now today the problem is when it comes to franchising market over here, everything is scattered. Everything is scattered. There's like data are like unverified. There's no transparency. Nothing is there. So Brinco is building that change over here. So I'll just walk through this application. So when a consultant registered in this application, they will have to go through this dashboard. So as soon as they sign up with their application, which is they have to update their resume or their achievements, certificates, everything. So from the backend, Brinco will verify the data. So once it is verified, only then the consultant will be live in the platform. So over here, they will have a features of looking at the dashboards, or which is like the total leads, the connected leads, or let's say the follow-up leads, the leads which are already closed. So everything will be present in the dashboard. So what happens over here is everything is centralized in one system. So you don't need Excel sheet over here. So everything is centralized. Now the next one is investor. Now, when it comes to investor, the consultant gain strength over here. I would say they gain power over here. This is one of their main agenda. So, consultant, what they will do is the kind of a, let's say, the fast forwarding. Instead of calling the clients, or let's say instead of verifying, profiling the client, everything will be in the platform itself. So when the investors sign up and then inquire for any kind of a requirement in terms of franchising, the investor has to go through this application. So that means when a consultant sign up for this and when he ties up with any of the brand, which is approved by the brand, they will have to, they can easily view the profile of the investors. They can easily view the budget, which is the kind of investment which the investor is looking at, the preferred location, the industry. So everything will be clearly mentioned before you even call the investor. So which means 50% of the job is already done while submitting the enquiries. So for a consultant, one of the greatest things is, this is going to be a, let's say, I would say, in terms of closure, this will give you twice or thrice. So earlier he might be doing, let's say, 1 or 2 closures, verifying, profiling, going through everything. But here, with this 50% is already done. So for him, it's going to be a multiple closure in a month or maybe in a week. The process of 6 months has already cut down into 3 weeks. So that is the whole thing. So this is regarding the consultant. Now the next things will be, so this is regarding the brands. So how the consultant will be viewing the brands. So when it comes to the brands, now one major thing is, most of the time consultant struggles in terms of, let's say, presentation, the deck, the financials, the ROI. They don't have clear ROIs. There might be multiples of ROIs or financial sheet everywhere. Maybe in the website or somebody is sharing different. So this creates confusion. But what happens over here is, consultant can view the franchisee details on the platform itself. So that means there's no confusion in the market. So the area requirement, the brand USP, the expansion plans, the financial projection, so everything will be on the platform itself. So what happens over here is, he knows exactly, so he doesn't have to chase. He doesn't have to chase regarding the brand deck. It is all digitally organized on the platform itself. Now, this is one major thing. So for a consultant, one of the most important thing is profiling himself or herself. So when he inquires or when he submits to the brand to approve his application, the brand will go through his profile. So that means he need to have a great experience, he need to have a great achievements, great certifications. So all these things can be listed in his profile. So he can add, maybe after 1 year or 2 years, he might be getting more achievement and more certificate. So he can edit and he can add more of these things, yes. Now, so I just want to say one important thing. See, as a consultant and as a brand, and even as an investor who are looking to scale, or let's say who are looking to build their portfolios, or let's say who are ready to, grow in terms of market and all those things. See, India is a fast-growing franchisee market currently. But the problem is, it is not structured. It's very messy. So Brinco is going to build that change. So today, I welcome everyone to the future, India's first franchising growth ecosystem. Thank you. So I welcome.
Thank you so much for that insightful information. It's now time for us, by the way, to have a look. We've seen how the platform creates value for stakeholders, for brands, investors, and consultants. Let's take a closer look at the technology that powers this experience. To walk us through the technical architecture and platform capabilities, may I please invite on stage Abhishek from our tech team. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Abhishek.
Hi guys, good evening. I am Abhishek Jain. I am Managing Director and CEO of Trolley Private Limited. So we are the technology partner for Brinco Hub. So before I get into the story of technology, let me tell you a real story which happened, during the, I would say before even development of Brinco. So one day I was sitting with my brother-in-law in Delhi. So I live there. And he was looking for, he's the owner of a school. So he was looking to sell his business and wanted to invest in certain other business due to n number of reason. And it was before I get to talk to Sharif and Mashoon. So I was looking, on the internet that is there any platform or is there any anything which can help him in this thing. And yeah, I kept on looking for a few days and didn't find, trust me, anything reliable, any app or anything very much reliable where he could just, invest his money. So after a few days, I was like, I got to talk to Sharif and I was sitting with him. And trust me, he was talking about his vision that he wants to, create something where, it's very much easy for the investor to buy or, to, I would say, sell a business or to, for the franchisers or, the brands. And I was like odd that, okay, I was thinking about this thing and Sharif is the man. He has this plan. So sometimes, whatever you are thinking or dreaming becomes true. And Brinco is that dream which is becoming true. So I would say we are the one who's bringing Sharif's vision, his brain, his dream on your mobile phones. And trust me, you will love it when you see it, when you install it on your mobile. You will love this. Because it's not the app which he wanted to create. We had a lot of discussion since last many months, like for hours and hours. And before technology, he wanted to create, an art, a system which will help the people, to, you can just buy a business on your, just with your thumb, just press a button, and that you wanted to buy this business. How beautiful it is. I mean, like, you just think, I mean, like, 10 years back, 5 years back, was it possible? I mean, like, could you even think that I want to invest in a business, I want to buy a business, I want to, create a separate branch of my business in a city somewhere 1,000 kilometers from here. And now it is just possible. You're just sitting on your couch and you can see it, scroll it. How beautiful it is. Trust me, whatever Facebook has done for the social media, Whatever Apple has done for the phone, whatever Google has done for the search, Brinco has done for the business. And you will see in coming years that you were the part of history, not just, app. So, yeah, I mean, like that's how you start. So it's just the beginning. I wish Sharif, Mashoon, and his team all the very best. So, being the technology partner, being the CEO of Trolley, it's my, of course, responsibility to tell you about, certain things. And certain things might be boring. Of course, for every art, there is a lot of hard work. There is a lot of, if you want to create a very simple system, it takes a lot of effort, lot of effort. There is a very complex system, back-end system behind every, simple and beautiful art. So for this Brinco app, we have a very good, reliable, scalable and complex system also, which is running, which is like, which is its brain. So, of course, we have created a system. Right now, there are approx, I think, 200 people sitting in this room. If tomorrow 1,000 people are using this app, or day after tomorrow 1 million guys are using this app, trust me, the speed and reliability will remain the same. Nothing will change. It will remain as smooth as it is right now. So we have used this system where performance and scalability is the integral part of the system. Now, it's locked. Just a sec. Okay. Sorry, guys. It was locked. Sometimes, when you are giving your data, your important data, of course, it's all about the companies and investors. They are giving their important data, as Sharif told, and they want to trust the system, trust me, and trust this app. It is very much secure. No one apart from you can look into your data, can peep into your data, whether it is from the outside or from the inside of the system. So we have made this app end-to-end encrypted, secured, and data is safe. So, of course, we have used a lot of mechanism. It will be just for your phone. It will be using your OTP. You cannot, somebody cannot, breach into the system. So you can upload, you can use your data, you can, provide your company's data without a second thought into the system. So the system is very much secured. Now, third part is, of course, Sharif said that right now we are not using AI, but our vision, next thing which is coming to your mobile phone is that where you just think that, okay, I'm looking, let's say, for this kind of business. Let's say, for an example, I'm an investor, I have 25 lakh rupees, I'm looking for a business in Delhi. Now you type something like this, and Brinco will make it happen for you. This is going to be the future. Or maybe being the owner of the brand, you can say, okay, I'm looking for certain investors who are very much interested, to open a new store or new franchise. I'm looking for a new franchise partner in blah blah city or in this area. And it is going to be, true. So we are using in our next version, of course, this will be the future of the Brinco. And of course, last but not the least, lot of analytics is there. You can see live data. You can see, all the reports. Everything has been, of course, described by Sharif and Mashoon. So again, this is just the beginning, and I wish all the best to Brinco team. And we started working as a partner initially few months back, but trust me, we are not a different team. We are the part of Brinco team. Trolley is the part of Brinco team. So I wish all the best. And guys, app is live on Google Store, and of course, for iOS, our train is just there on the last station. So we'll be soon live on iOS also. So thank you so much, guys, for listening patiently. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for that impactful address. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just heard is more than just a platform introduction. It is a man's dream. It is a man's vision coming to life. It's a new way of thinking about franchise growth, investment, and expansion. With that, ladies and gentlemen, may I please invite back on stage our founder, Mr. Sharif N, and COO, Mr. Mashoon Doidang. Can we please welcome them with a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Give it up and let's welcome them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now the time that we've all been waiting for. It's time for the launch of Brinco. It's now time for history. Right here, you witness history in the making. Before we start, what say we do this with a countdown together with everybody present here? Are you ready to count down with us too? I can't hear you. Are you ready to count down to history? Let's do this.
10,
9,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Brinco! Ladies and gentlemen, Brinco, where growth begins. Let's have a big round of applause, everybody. And now, to help you understand this better, we invite you to take a closer look at how Brinco works, how it brings transparency, structure, and informed decision-making all into one place. It's time for the app walkthrough. All eyes to the screen, please.
Growth used to be complicated. Now, it starts with a single tap. Welcome to Brinco. Tell us your ambition, your industry, your city, your budget. Brinco isn't just a list, it's a listener. Our AI cuts through the noise, scanning thousands of brands to find the few that match your specific criteria. Trust is built in. Verify financials, track records, and legal status instantly. No hidden data, no surprises. Connect directly with franchises. Negotiate. And when you're ready, onboard digitally. Paperless, secure, and fast. From your first store to your 50th. Monitor leads, track ROI, and manage your expansion. All in real time. Brinco. Franchising digitized. Download now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are you waiting for? Download now. Should I give them 30 seconds to actually go ahead and download it right away? Yes? Ladies and gentlemen, we give you 30 seconds. Come on, take out your mobile phones. Take out your mobile phones. Go to the Play Store and download. Yeah? You have, okay. At the back of your ID cards, you have the scanner. At the back of your ID, I want to see who's the first person to finish downloading. At the back of your ID cards, you have the scanner code. So go ahead, scan right away and download the app. Go ahead and download the app. I see the first person already has right here downloaded the app. There you go. There you go. You know what? I have a goodie for the first person who's already downloaded the app. So go ahead, come on stage, show us the app downloaded, and I have a goodie for you. Come ahead. There you go. And yes, so please come on to the stage, please. And firstly, can you tell us your name, sir?
My name is Salim Sheikh.
Salim is here. Sharif sir, we invite you to come join us right here and give away the prize because the very first download is right here. This is for you. I want to see who's the next person who finished download. I have a gift for you too. Please come onto the stage with the app. Download it on your phone and I have something special for you. Please, please, please come forward. Let's have some music for this. All right.
So there is a Brinco music that we actually designed. So if this particular music doesn't make you tap your feet, please tell me, I'll change it.
This is a live review right now. Play the music, please. Show it to everybody. Show it to everybody. The app. One more. Who's coming onto the stage next with the app? Let me see. Who's coming onto the stage next with the app? Let me see. You know what? I'll take one more person. Come on in. Come on in. And we'll take one last, yeah? Yeah, okay. One more person. Come on in. If you've downloaded the app, come right here onto the stage. Show it to us. Come right here onto the stage. I see a gentleman walking. I see a gentleman walking. Can we have you all show the app, please? And let's have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Brinco is now live on your phones. There we go. All right, all right. Thank you. You know what, come on, we'll give it to you. We'll give you one more, please come, join us. And after this, I'm going to ask you how you like the music, so go ahead and play it one more time, please. I see you still have to log in. You still have to log in. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Personally, love the music. I can't help myself. I'm grooving to it all along. How about you all? Do you like the music? Response thoda thanda tha ne? Thoda volume aur badha de. Let me hear the music one more time, a little louder this time so I can hear you actually. Clap your hands to this together. Let's go. Thank you. I think that should give you a clear picture how we all truly enjoy it. But now, it's now time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Brinco master film. So all eyes to the screen. Lights dim, please.
Franchising in India has a trust problem. Fake ROI, hidden clauses, brands that disappear overnight. It's time for a reset. We replace the sales pitch with the audit. 1,000 plus brands. Vetted. Financials confirmed. For brands, it's national scale. For investors, it's verified returns. Stop gambling. Start building. Brinco, where growth begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time and give it up for Brinco. With that, may I please invite back on stage Abhishek. Can we please have him back on stage? Lady, I request you to kindly stay back, please. Thank you. May I also invite from Beamer Brands, Biraj, to please join us on stage. If you're wondering why I'm inviting them on stage, I think it's time. You've given us a lot of information, but I'm sure there's a lot of questions that remain. I know I have one, but I'm sure the audience also has a lot of questions. So what say we now open the house for a few Q&As? Yes? So can I get a few mics on the stage and some ready for them? First questions first. And this is...
So there's one investor, who's sitting among you that I have been, I know him for a very long time. So I'd want him also as an investor to be present on the stage. Sajid sir, if you can, please.
And let's welcome him with a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Now I know that there's a lot of you here who are brands, who are investors, who are consultants and stakeholders. But someone like me, I have a very basic and a simple question, and you can feel free to answer. My question to you is, what is the first step to start a business?
Open Brinco.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. And now we open up the floor to answer your questions. Go ahead. If anybody has a question, please raise your hand and we'll have a mic sent to you. Yours doesn't need to be as basic as mine. You can go ahead and ask the questions. We have a gentleman right here who wants to ask a question.
What's the minimum investment and maximum?
So the question is for B?
Yes.
Well, a brand that comes to Brinco with a minimum investment of say 1 lakh or comes with an investment of 100 crores, that's on Brinco, sir.
Okay, another thing, like what's the returns on that? I mean, it's based on the brand, it go happens or how it is?
Sir, I would let a brand answer that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, and congrats, Sarif, on building this. So to answer you, I believe, first of all, you need to have a clarity on what you are buying. And a lot of franchises do the mistake that just buying a franchise doesn't solve the problem, but getting deep into the domain, understanding what you're buying, and having the access to the knowledge of purchase is the first thing. So I believe you have to compare the ROI with all the financial instruments that's available in India. So it depends on country to country. So let's say in India, if the fixed deposit rate is X, if the commercial, if you buy real estate, what is the return? Similarly, franchising, a return would be more or less similar to the same thing. And it all depends on either it is a FOFO model, FICO model, you are involved, what's the location. So in India, the biggest problem is that the education of franchising is so bad that every single person wants to be an engineer and doctor. No one wants to be a franchise or a multi-brand franchise in the country. Whereas in the mature countries like US and China, franchising is an occupation, and there are specific studies for this type of things, where people, they go through how to be a franchise, how to behave like a franchise, what to be chosen from, and what is the domain that I need to be at. So to answer you being specific, I believe the answer lies in your own depth of analysis of what to take and what ROI justifies your return?
Thank you.
Thank you, Virat sir.
We have a gentleman on the left who has a question, but before that, there's a lady at the back. We'd let her have the next question. Yes, ma'am, please.
I wanted to ask, like, if a brand is interested in expanding at a specific location, so how does your app assist in that? Do you have a like location inventory, or will you match with the right people over there?
Yeah, so basically the app is built in that way. So when you, when you fill in your details, when you get on board with us, right? So there is a lot of information that you also put in. So at that particular time, we also ask you, what is your preferred location of expansion? So when you mention that, we promote it accordingly. So anybody, from your particular city or the city that you're looking for expansion comes in and starts looking for franchisees, you show up over there. Hope that answers your question.
All right, we have a gentleman here on the first table, please. Can we have the mic? Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Congratulations, Sharif and team.
Thank you, sir.
It's a beautiful app. A good evening where I've spent good time today. It was worth waiting for an hour before you started. So anyways, my question is, the whole presentation set its mood according to the set brands, like, where you have verified ROIs, verified stores, and everything was to the set stores. Bangalore being the hub for startups. So how does it help the brand and the investor to connect, for a startup? Because I being a entrepreneur or a startup owner, so I would be more interested in looking into it.
Great, sir. So this is, one particular, say, a hiccup that most of the startup brands feel. How will I compete with the other brands which are already doing good in the market, right? So Brinco is designed in such a way that when you as a startup come in and or get on board with us, so there is a free consulting that we provide, right? So we understand the business model that you are promoting. So if we understand if that business model is something that the investors are looking for. So that particular consulting is something that we go ahead and provide to make sure that you get the right connect of investors. So it's not just a platform where you come, you get onboarded. There is a lot of, background support that is provided from the Brinco team to make sure that the main reason that you came onto the platform gets fulfilled.
Thank you for your question. We have the next person right with the mic.
Hi.
Please go ahead and introduce yourself and direct a question to one of our panelists here. Thank you.
Thank you. Manu here, amazing app, by the way. I have one particular question. For example, if a group of people want to invest in a franchisee, what option do they have? And another question is, according to which sector and which city do you see is going to be next hub for this, meaning for a person to open franchisees? Those two questions, yes.
Virat sir, would you like to answer that?
I'd like to answer the second question first. I believe the real Bharat lies in T2, T3. The emerging Bharat is T1 and Metro. So it depends on your understanding of the category and understanding of the demograph. So what may work in Kochi may not work in a similar city in North. What may work in Madurai may not be really working in Indore. So I believe, again, it all lies to the same fundamental question that we all do have, is that just buying franchises doesn't guarantee the success, but a franchisee who is buying has to have the depth of understanding. So let me give you an example of a Pizza Hut and a Domino's. Let's say Pizza Hut in India has been struggling with a great master franchise, Devyani, who has been excelling KFC. But whereas Domino's, on the other hand, with Jubilant, has been excelling. But out of India, Domino's is struggling and Pizza Hut is doing good. So it is not about the brand. Both the brands have been there for 100 years, number of decades. So let's say we as a brand have been putting our each microsecond from last 15 years in building things. It all depends on who is. So we are very insecure about giving our brand to people. People have to be aware about what they're buying, for what market, and they should involve only when they have a set of conviction around the category and the demographic. So it's absolutely on the person who is buying rather than the brand. And coming to group of people, I believe it depends on what is the acumen of investment, what is the size of investment, and what is the vision of investment that you are looking at. So it's all about segregation of sizes rather than getting into micro details of finances. I hope that answered. If not, then yeah, you can follow up.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead, ma'am.
So one of the most important things, and I think which you said, that the financials will be verified. Especially in a startup scenario, how would you plan to do that?
So again, based on to the expertise that we have, right? So we wouldn't want a brand to come get registered with us. If the business model suits for some investment like say around 15-20 lakhs, but they portray that the investment required is 50 lakhs or 1 CR. So again, as I was telling Mantesh sir, there is a consulting that we go ahead and provide, right? So when we say that we are verifying, the investment or the ROI, so we are understanding if the investment that a particular brand is asking, is it justified to the returns that they are offering? So that's how we make sure that, there is a proper verification done when a brand is coming on board with us, okay? And we are also making sure that the investment that they are asking is justified to an investor. Will the investor actually get those kind of returns? So that consulting is provided from our end, right? And only then, post to all that verification, post to all that consulting, is when you will actually see a brand listed on Brinco.
All right, there's a question with the gentleman in a blue shirt. Can we please pass on the mic next?
Hi, this is Abhijit here. Just want to check, as Nas said, that there is no consulting fee as such, right? And how does Brinco make money?
A very good question. So, there is a subscription fee for brands, for investors. Okay, so that we will definitely go ahead and release it, but not right now. Right now, the focus is for everybody to experience what Brinco is. So whether it's a brand, whether it's an investor, first get onto the app, experience it, how it is built. Give us your feedback if you feel that there is something that needs to be added or removed. Only then let us talk about money.
Next question, please. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, my name is Ashish Jalota. I am into commercial real estate and I can help people who are planning to invest through your channel for finding the right commercial spot and spaces here in Bangalore. That is first thing, and I congratulate Sharif and his complete team for the fantastic effort and the initiative what he's taken. There are a couple of questions basically. How different you are from Franchise India? If you could help me understand that.
I was actually expecting this question would come up. Don't you think so? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what happens, you go to a website, okay, of Franchise India website, right? So what do? You see a lot of brands listed over there. What do? You get connected. Who's the person who's calling you? It's a consultant, right? It's not brand. Brinco is removing that particular gap. You get connected directly with brand. So there is no middle person. So when we say, all the videos that we showed and when we were explaining, right, the transparency, we kept repeating the word transparency, right? So the transparency is something that you see of a particular brand on the platform, on Brinco app. So there's nobody calling and telling you that, sir, it's 50 lakhs, abhi 45 lakhs ho jayega. Nothing, right? You see what is listed over there. That is the complete information, which when you go to the brand, the information sticks on to the same thing. So we are not a website, okay? So there is no middleman over here. So we have removed that particular assistant for any particular person. You are interested in a brand, get directly connected to a brand. Why do you want somebody else to guide you in that?
Right, I would like to add one
Sure,
liner
sure.
to answer your question. Definitely, there are multiple ways to reach certain destination, from a place. But it depends on you whether you want to reach that destination by bullock cart or a car or a plane. So Brinco is that plane for you, and which is very, very safe. It will make sure that you land at the correct place within time and safety.
Sure, I appreciate. The second question was, how exactly would you handhold? Let's say this guy come in with an initial investment of 1 lakh rupee. He's got a budget of actually 1 crore also. He wants to just test the water with you, and he wants to understand what kind of handholding that you would eventually do it with him so that he attains that ROI, what has been, kind of projected from your team. And once that is achieved, he might invest another 5 lakh. Eventually, that also gets achieved. He might invest 10 lakhs, 50, 1 crore, etc. So how exactly would you ensure that the complete handholding right from day one to the day he attains the return on his investment, which is the initial capex, and then the, so on and so forth, projected returns? How would you ensure so that, this guy is satisfied with the complete journey? Because this would happen maybe in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years. This could be multiple years also.
Right. So, first of all, when we speak to people, okay, I'm talking about the offline method that I've been doing since ages. Okay, so whenever we speak to person, we understand what exactly the person is looking for. So I used to tell this, there is this P&L method, which is not profit and loss in my terms, it is passion and location, right? So I used to understand what exactly a passion of an investor is. What is he looking at? Forget about the money part, that comes later. First, I used to ask, what is it that you're looking for, right? Do you want F&B? Do you want retail? Do you want to go into a dealership, or you want to get into some automobile? What is it that you're looking for, right? So when you connect with a particular person's passion, the budget automatically gets revealed, right? So the person says that, yeah, this is my passion. I want to invest into an automobile brand, or I want to invest into Biggie's Burger. But the returns that I'm looking at is not this much. I am ready to invest this much, and this is what I'm looking at. So we understand what exactly is their investment, what exactly is their returns. Based on to that only, we suggest them a brand. So if I feel that Biggie's Burger is not something that can give him that kind of a returns, I would say Big Guys, or I would say Burger Senor, or I would say Original Burger, right? So based on to that particular passion is how we understand if the investment that they are planning to invest is right. So while this conversation is happening, if the information is given correctly, the person will automatically reveal that, you know what, I find this returns very impressive. Instead of investing 50 lakhs, let me invest 1 crore. Let us get started. So that's exactly what happens. But in Brinco, again, that is not the scenario. So how the hand-holding happens is, say a person comes, takes a franchisee of 1 lakh, okay, whether it's a 1 lakh or a 1 crore. So immediately, we call the investor, we call the brand, we ask them how the handshake was, how exactly they're doing, are they getting the proper support from each other. So we do this for the next 1.5 year, right? So up till 1.5 year, this is done. After that, when we feel that yes, the investor is taken care properly by the brand, and the brand is, kept safely, or the franchise is kept safely by an investor, that is where we take a step back, but we are always there, right? So that kind of a hand-holding is what is done over here.
Question is there, for the investor point of view, is there a passive mode of investment where, let's say this guy is working in some IT sector and he wants to passively invest, where it's an automated process where he gets a certain income every month or every quarter or whatever as per your projections, and he can manage the business passively instead of being part of the business full time?
So you're my potential investor. Let you, me and Birat sir sit after this and we can discuss on this. Sir. Because yes, what you're looking for is something which is top running in the industry right now. We have amazing options, and yes, that can happen.
Sure, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We are open for the next question. Yes, sir, go ahead.
Hi, Pawan here. The app what we have downloaded is basically for the brands or for the investors? Because
So there are 3 kind of apps. So we have one which is called as the Brand Connect, Brand Connect is basically for investors or clients who are looking for franchisees. Then there is Brinco Hub, which is actually for brands, and there is a Brinco Partner, which is for consultants. So currently, the one that you may have downloaded, if it is Brinco Connect, then it is for clients.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are open for our next question. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, my name is Kuruvansh and I'm a young entrepreneur. So मैं एक speaker का brand launch करने वाला हूँ 2 months में अभी. So I want to ask कि how Brinco will help me like as a franchisee thing, because it's almost a food industry, right? Mostly.
No, why do you think it's a food industry only? Right? There are a lot of retail brands which are, doing good in the market. There are a lot of automobile brands. So, I have Mr. Suresh from EVs over here, right? So his automobile brand is doing too good in the market. So if you have the thought of becoming a franchisee, we are the platform, we will help you out in that. So as we said, there is a consulting method for everybody, right? So when you come and you say that, I want to franchise, we will provide you with the consulting and we will help you launch with the right model. Do not worry on that.
Yeah, because electronic industry में usually it's like a capital intensive. So credit पे बहुत ज़्यादा आपको माल फेंकना पड़ता है. This is like 20 years का experience, my family. But अभी I want to change something. So I want thinking electronics में how Brinco will help me in specifically.
Sir, it's good for you. I mean, your question is the answer. राइट अभी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में बहुत सारे ब्रांड्स हैं नहीं जो फ्रेंचाइजी दे रहा है. जब आप ब्रिंको पे लिस्ट करोगे और कोई इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में ढूंढेगा, यू आर द फर्स्ट वन हुज देयर.
बट फ्रेंचाइजी में इट डजंट वर्क देयर, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होता है. फ्रेंचाइजी आई वांट नो.
वी कैन बिल्ड द मॉडल फॉर दैट, डू नॉट वरी.
ओके, थैंक यू.
यू वेलकम.
Thank you. We are open for one last question, please. One last question. Gentleman in the white shirt up front, please. Okay, let's take 2 questions. The gentleman right there. Go ahead, ma'am. Over to you.
Hello, peoples. Very late evening. Myself is Kavya here. So I have like a question regarding this business. Brinco Connect, that is with consultancy. So you mentioned like you have like pan-India vision, and like Brinco Connect, like how it's going to connect with the consultancy with pan-India, because yes, it might be an online or offline. That is one main question for me. And if it's for the people like who comes from rural side, how it's going to connect them? That's from my end.
Okay. So, are you a consultant? I just wanted to ask.
No, sir.
Okay. So see, Brinco is not just about brands and investors, okay? So every city would require a particular consultant who can, help the brands get connected with the investors. Like we said, we would be coming up with multilingual option as well, right? So imagine if tomorrow Birat sir wants to expand in a location like, maybe Guwahati. Right? So the language would be different over there. So there would be one consultant who would be sitting over there who's perfect in this, right? So Birat sir hires that particular consultant for that city who helps out him in expansion. So that way, it's not just it's Brinco. So it's brands, investors, and consultants, all in one ecosystem.
Thank you for your question. We have one last question from the gentleman up front. Can we bring the mic forward, please? Thank you. Right here. The second table.
Hi, Vishal here. I am 15-year veteran on supply chain and procurement. So I'm an independent consultant. My question for Abhishek over here is, my role which I've worked on is in the manufacturing and automations and all. So what if I want to get into a consultant on a different field? So while submitting, is that there is a kind of an options available? Because I have an experience in FMCG, have an experience in sports. So will that work out while submitting in the role or the resume, which is now?
So I'll answer that. Yeah. So he's from a tech background. Yeah. So
sorry for that.
See, a salesperson is a salesperson. Doesn't matter what is selling, right? Today you sell a water bottle. Tomorrow you're selling a car, right? It's all the sales experience which matters for you to become our consultant. That's it.
I think that should conclude it. Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a big round of applause for the gentlemen here. Thank you for patiently taking our questions and answering them for all of us. Of course, you have a few conversations to happen post this as well. But thank you. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us.
And
Let's have a...
before we end, I want a personal experience. I want you to speak about how exactly do you feel Brinco is as an investor and as a brand. What is your feedback, or how do you feel? Is this going to be the next thing in the market?
Honestly, as a brand, it's going to, like me thinking as a brand, it's going to help me out a lot. And I have the next level vision now. Thank you. And all the best. Been seeing you from almost 9 years. You have gained the best out. And you have never put people down. You have taken them up. So,
Thank you so much. Thanks.
From my perspective, I believe we believe in doing one particular thing, which is building brands.
Yes.
Not selling them in the market. It's a B2B transaction. We focus on building consumer-centric retail brands day and night. So I don't want to build the expertise of selling my franchise, though I know for me to be large, I need franchising. And I want to trust on Brinco and Sarif on the journey of expansion through franchising.
Absolutely.
Absolute trust on you.
Never disappointed you, will never disappoint you. Thank you so much.
And with that handshake, should I say, we conclude the formal part. Thank you. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are honored, truly, to have with us respected brand founders, consultants, investors, and industry veterans and leaders. Your presence adds immense value to this evening, and we thank you for being a part of this historic moment, being a part of Brinco journey. With that, we conclude the formal presentations for the evening. At Brinco, we strongly believe that the best opportunities begin with meaningful conversations. We, of course, will now invite you to network, interact, and continue these discussions over dinner. Dinner will be served shortly, and our team will be happy to guide you. We've heard about the vision, the structure, and the ecosystem behind Brinco. To close the evening now on a personal note, may I please invite on stage Rukhsar. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome her with a big round of applause.
Thank you, Sneha. Hi, good evening, everyone. Are you all as excited as I was when I first heard about Brinco? Okay. Today, right now, I want to talk a little about the founder of Brinco, my husband. This brand didn't come from shortcuts or trends. It came from belief, persistence, and deep commitment to creating something meaningful. I have watched him pour himself into this, every idea, every challenge, every detail. And today, seeing Brinco come to life is truly special. I'm incredibly proud of you as a founder, as a visionary, as a father to our amazing daughter, and as my husband. This is only the beginning. Congratulations, my love. As we come to the end of this evening, I would like to sincerely thank each one of you for being here. Your presence truly means a great deal to us and to the entire Brinco team. Thank you to everyone who worked behind scenes to make tonight possible, and for your support, encouragement, and belief in this vision. We are grateful to begin this journey surrounded with such wonderful people. Please enjoy rest of the evening. And we also have goodies for everyone, so make sure you all collect them. Let the feast begin.
So what I are we waiting for, ladies and gentlemen? Like Ruxar said, let the conversations take over. Let the feast begin. Give yourselves a big round of applause. My name is Sneha Maheshwari, and thank you all for being such an amazing audience. At the count of 3, let's all together once shout out Brinco. Shall we? 3, 2, 1. Brinco! Congratulations and thank you.